Once upon a time, in the quaint village of Amber Woods, there was a small, bustling community of bees who lived happily in the bee house, a marvelous honeycomb palace nestled in the heart of the flower-filled fields. Every morning, the bees would buzz excitedly through the colorful blossoms, collecting nectar to create their golden honey. The bees worked together in harmony, singing cheerful songs as they gently landed on each flower, never in a hurry, always respectful of nature's bounty. In the nearby cottage lived a gentle little boy named Oliver, who adored visiting the bee house. Oliver would sit on the hill nearby, watching the bees as they weaved in and out of the flowers, their wings shimmering in the sunlight. He often daydreamed of catching honey falling from the bee house, imagining it as droplets of sunshine raining down. One sunny day, Oliver mustered up the courage to approach the bee house. He tiptoed through the tall grass until he reached the edge of the field. There, he met Bella, the queen bee, who was as kind as she was wise. "Hello, young Oliver," buzzed Bella warmly. "What brings you to our home today?" With eyes wide in wonder, Oliver explained his wish to catch honey from the bee house. Bella chuckled softly, her wings glistening gently in the sunlight. "Dear Oliver," she said, "catching our honey is much like catching happiness. It is not about possession, but rather about the joy of sharing and giving." With this in mind, Bella invited Oliver to join in the bees' daily chores. He learned to care for the flowers, tend to the young bees, and even sing their joyful songs. As the day drew to a close, the bees offered Oliver a small jar filled with their fresh honey as a token of their friendship. Oliver held the jar close and realized that, much like the bees, the greatest joys came from the heart, through kindness and togetherness. And as he walked back to his cottage, the sun setting behind the hills, Oliver felt warm inside, as if he'd caught the sun's golden rays. From that day forward, Oliver would often revisit the bee house, not just to daydream, but to help his bee friends with their work, learning that true happiness comes from the simple acts of kindness and cooperation. And so, the bees of Amber Woods continued to thrive, sharing their honey not as a treasure to be hoarded, but as a joyful offering to one and all.